My name is Brian, and welcome back to Desert Theory Farm Week. We're getting a few things, some maintenance stuff done on the combine. We got to get some stuff greased up. We're getting it fueled up right now. We got the trucks warming up, get this thing maintenance up, and then we'll get to combining and hauling some corn. So he's just got a few different items. He greases in behind these screens every day. He does some chain lubes, checks some tensions. Okay, so Uncle Mike's just unloading up there. I'll go next. So you know, this is what a Iowa traffic jam looks like. Pretty crazy when you look at these things and see how big they are. I mean, look at how much of that lane that thing's taking up. These have the foldable headers on them to where they don't have to take the header off and do it sideways down the road. They just fold them up. Pretty cool. Iowa traffic jam. Okay, so you can really see how it's just piling in here, how that spreader works. You see how this whole thing kind of wants to slide. So we got all that unloaded. So now it's time to get this auger off of this bin. So I just released pressure, brought that auger down a little bit, and that's going to allow Uncle Mike to unhook that chain. So we put a chain on top, and that's to keep it, if the wind gets to blowing, it doesn't knock it over. And now I'll raise it so we can put that cover on. So now he can put the bin cover on, slides across and then hooks. Okay, so it's a bit of a sad, scary moment here. We are dropping the semi off. It was kind of having a brake that was hanging up, and it definitely smelled like brake pad, hot brakes, and so we're dropping it off at the mechanic to have him check it out. But That means if he doesn't get it fixed soon enough, I'm gonna be driving that straight truck, which has about the same room as a Ranger, as a Ford Ranger. So it's not a bad truck, it's just a small truck. It was made for little people. So yeah, hopefully this goes quick and it's nothing and they can just clean it out. Standing on the inside of a grain bin that's empty, and we're going to be filling this thing up over the next couple days. So this is what they look like. This flooring, those big fans, it pumps all that air up through these flooring. So it's real important that you get some corn in here first, so we won't turn on the fan the first couple of loads. We'll get a base of corn in here, and then we'll just turn on the fans and continue filling. There's where you can really see the spreader right there. So that thing's just going to be on a motor and spin around, throwing that corn to the outside of this bin. All right, when Mike does his final inspection, make sure there's everything how he wants it in there, we'll close these doors. And if you notice, they close, and so that corn pushes on it to where it can't. Like if you undid the latch and it was full of corn, it wouldn't all get to pour out of here and suffocate you. It just keeps this door closed. So the little bin's filled. I think the big bin is full. So the dryer bin is in case we need it for if the moisture gets too high. And then this bin. I think that's a good something to bring up. So like Zach Johnson, when he's farming, he's pulling everything out of the field at a much higher percentage of moisture. He's actually having to dry everything. Where Mike, he's pulling it out at 16 to 17%. So he's actually able to pull it out, put it in bins, and dry it with just the fan. Just that movement of air up through the corn, pushing it out. It actually dries it down a percentage or two and gets it to where he can store it all winter without it rotting. So pretty crazy the difference, just different areas. So the other thing, where Zach has all of his tillage, there's no tillage here. This is all no-till land, and some of it's because of how steep everything is. So if you were to till that up, then the water comes down and it just takes all the soil with it and puts it in the creek. So the same with the terraces. There has to be terraces to try and flatten some stuff out. So it's just a different style of farming. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we need that hopper, we need it to be on the other side because it's going to be face the bin like this, and so the truck wouldn't be able to get to it on the other side. So we're going to swap that around, has to go around all the way to the front. I've actually never seen it where we switch bins and we don't have to change the hopper side, so it's just something we do. I just accidentally did like the time lapse on that. So we had to pull the auger off of this bin because that tractor was in the way to back up the new one to put the auger exactly where he wants it. So he's getting that stuff out of the way. I'm gonna climb up here and close this bin before I get over to this one. So Mike pretty much does this on his own. Just kind of tell him where to stop a little bit. It's pretty crazy how close he gets it. You can see how close he is to that motor down there. So he looked good up here on that, but he didn't like the way his tractor was sitting. So you kind of got to think about a couple different things when you're backing up. Another auger set. I walked all around there with the camera. I didn't see anything. Well, I can't tell you how happy I am to be able to say that I'm back in the semi. I didn't really find anything wrong, so we're back to hauling with the semi. I never even got in the sit straight truck. We got all that auger and on this bend all flopped around. So it's been another day of a lot of moving, and we haven't even started combine yet, and it's 3:05. So it's just been kind of one of those days that feels unproductive, but it's all stuff we had to do to get going. Okay, so I gotta swing the auger forward. Then I have to pull forward. And I gotta pull my rear hopper over it. So we'll do that real quick. Now, so if you remembered, we actually ran this and dumped most of it into that Portsmouth bin. So we should be able to just take a minute here. procedure over and over and over. See if you can see what I'm looking at. So that tarp's coming across right here, you're watching for it, and then you turn to your mirror and you watch it come up against those little bars right there. That's where you stop. Truck's empty. We'll go take a look and see how that floor looks, see if we can turn on the fans or if we need to wait a bit, see what it looks like. Okay, as you can see, that's spreading about perfect, so it is perfect. So that's what you're looking for. So we'll just leave that just like that. You can't really block this sun. Probably helping you see anything. But that looks perfect. It looks really good, looks even. I like it. So this bin's kind of nice. Oh, didn't love that. But it's nice because it has a platform for your transition from your ladder to your stairs up top. All right, so just grabbing a little bit of fuel here. Okay, so I just saw Wes. It looks like he's heading back to dump onto the semi, and he's taking kind of the main road back. So I'm sneaking in here behind Mike, wherever he is, somewhere over here, and then he probably should be pretty close to being able to offload onto this as first one anyway. Well, it's just kind of turning out to be one of those days. So Uncle Mike, I told him I was coming up behind him, and he's on the phone. And the reason he's on the phone is because the combine's throwing some codes, so he's on the phone with a mechanic. So we've only got one grain cart in today. We've dumped some off, but that was all from what we did last night. So it's just been one of those frustrating days where we're trying hard, but we're not getting much crop out of the field and into a grain bin. So it's one of those challenging days. This doesn't feel very productive. So that's crazy. So the John Deere mechanic said that was more than likely a broke hose clamp, and it was. I don't know what these little bugs are, but they're eating us alive.
Mean little son of a guns. Well, do I keep looking?
So there was 8 hose clamps.
like this steel tube. He said it's got those we can check out down below. He said if you go down below, I'll show you where it's at.
Okay.
Two down there.
What side?
Right rear tire. Second part of the right rear tire. Those are all good?
Yep. Well, that sucks. We're out of commission. We got a 45-minute drive to go get just a hose clamp. We have all kinds of parts and pieces in the truck, but spare stuff, but we don't have any hose clamps. So this little part, shut that down just like normal. So off to Woodbine, Iowa we go. Mike crawled back in there. I'm gonna blind him. Mike crawled back in there. Got the hose clamp fixed, so we should have a running combine. Wes is here with dinner. We're living right.
Okay.
Okay, so we got that hose clamp fixed, so all that's good. Mike is combining down here. Wes gave me a ride back up, so I'll go grab a load here, and then that'll be on the truck and off to the grain bin again, or for basically the first time with what we've combined today. So pretty cool. So I'm back in the grain cart, and now I'm off looking for Uncle Mike, figure out where he is. I'm sure he'll be close to needing to unload the combine. So pretty cool at night. Now it's funny, these lights work really good for seeing what's around you, but there's some nights where I get in here and they've opened up new sections of the field with all the terraces in it, and it's about hard to find out where you are. Sometimes it's hard to figure out how to get to the combine. It's pretty funny. So you can see that was 16,050 pounds. This is pretty cool at night. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just kind of cool being out in the field. I don't know why I like it, but I do. I like driving truck at night just because it's not as many people out. The combine, it's just fun. Just being out in the middle of the field here. So it's pretty dang cool. Pretty, that's all this farming stuff's neat. All right, unloading again. So this one you can just barely start to see it as when you start scooting forward a little bit. So we just got second to last load tonight done. Yeah, it's finally kind of going smooth for us. Bought a lot of stuff all day. So we'll let this thing cool down. I'll get turned around and then come back and turn this off and head to the next one. So this is something I haven't done very much of this trip, and that's record the combine. I've just been out, too much driving, so too much driving to be out in the field. Every time I got back here, it was time to go. So I just unloaded my last load of the night, and Mike is doing the same thing right now. So that's it. We're gonna take these back to the house. I doubt we're even gonna unload these trucks tonight. Just take them back and park them and get some sleep. So thanks for watching. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Hopefully you're enjoying Farm Week if you've never seen this stuff before and it's all been desert racing, and hopefully if you like the farm stuff, hopefully I'm doing it justice. So appreciate you following. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.